If you guys are in there lifting for that long, there's no way that you're spiking any growth.
That is true.
You're just doing meaningless sets,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Because you have to challenge the muscle in order for that muscle to grow.
Yep. Let's talk about the pros of MK677. Enhanced Rob here. We got Derek Simmons, Relentless Attitude. Derek and I have both done MK677. There's a lot of pro videos out there. We're going to give more of a personal experience on the pros on it. And really, like, what are the pros of MK677, right? Well, it's telling your own pituitary gland, which is in your brain, to produce more growth hormone. I believe is it the posterior?
Yep.
Posterior pituitary gland, which is the back of your pituitary gland, produces growth hormone automatically. So what MK677 does is it signals your posterior pituitary gland to produce even more. Because as you age, your growth hormone starts to slow down. I think it's believed at the age of 18, it starts to really just drop down significantly more and more every year. That's why you see a lot of health clinics prescribing growth hormone. You see bodybuilders taking growth hormone. And then that's where you have MK677, which is the alternate to injecting growth hormone. Injecting growth hormone, and here's a pro right here, is extremely expensive. Like you're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month to inject growth hormone, when a bottle of MK677 from SwissChems.is has 60 caps, and if you're taking 2 a day, it's going to last you 30 days, and I think it costs $100-something. And if you use code Natty Plus, you save 10% automatically. So that's a pro right there compared to normal growth hormone, is that it's much less expensive than injectable growth hormone. What's a pro, Derek? Give me a pro on MK677.
So since MK677 is going to help you naturally secrete growth hormone, it's going to up your production of human growth hormone. It is going to promote better sleep if you take it right before bed. Think about babies. They sleep a lot. Why? Because they're growing. Their growth hormone
Yes.
levels are very high. So this is the same thing when it comes to MK677 and human growth hormone supplementation. In order to grow, you have to get quality sleep, and that's what MK677 is going to help promote.
Another thing too is like skin. Like for instance, I'm 41 years old and I do cycle MK. I would say my skin looks pretty good. Like, yeah, I have wrinkles in my forehead, but that's from me always looking like I'm angry. Uh, my hair. Everybody in my family has went bald in their 20s, and my hair is pretty thick. So more MK677 is going to give you better skin, better hair, better nails. It's great. It's great for your skin and your hair and your nails. Like Derek said, sleep. And then let's talk about the big one, Derek, the muscle gains, right? So, Derek,
Yep.
what's the deal with a growing muscle?
So MK677 is going to work through the human growth hormone pathway. You're going to have to trigger all pathways in order to gain maximum muscle, but MK677 is going to take care of human growth hormone production. It's going to take care of IGF-1 production. And IGF-1 is important because that's going to promote hyperplasia, which is going to be the birth of new muscle tissue. And then you stack the anabolics on top of that. So then you have higher hypertrophy levels. And so MK677 is going to be a great product. Now, many people on the internet is expecting this to be magic. So you hear somebody on the internet saying MK677 doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work because you're not working. You're not
Yeah.
working through your diet. You're not working through your training. You're expecting this one result, and you're only focused on one pathway. Again, we want to use human growth hormone to increase hunger. So then that way you can get in more calories.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can increase protein synthesis. Protein synthesis is going to create larger muscles. And then the sleep is going to help the recovery. This is where the muscle tissue builds. This is how MK677 works. But if you're not training hard enough, if you're in the gym for, let's say, 2-3 hours, but you're not having no intensity during your sets, you're on the phone wondering what Sally Sue is doing, or wondering what your favorite Instagram model,
Sally
OnlyFans model is
Sue,
doing.
I like that.
Huh?
Sally Sue, I like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're there. A lot of people just in there
Well,
at the
now I
gym
put my
texting.
phone away when I'm in the gym. I used to be on my phone. Now I lock it up. I'm like,
Yeah, and they're in there for hours, and they're in there for hours on end. So if you're in the gym for 2 hours, right? I've been in the gym where I would get there before somebody. I would get there when somebody's already there. Just for an example, right? So when I get there, somebody's already there. They've probably been there 30 minutes already working out. I do my lift, I do my cardio session, I leave. They're still in there lifting weights. If you guys are in there lifting for that long, there's no way that you're spiking any growth.
that is true.
You're just doing meaningless sets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, because you have to challenge the muscle in order for that muscle to grow.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
100%. So,
yeah, if you're in there for hours on end, you're not challenging your body.
yep. So you got guys, remember, and we'll do that next week. We'll do videos on the pathways. We'll do a video on the pathways because I haven't seen it that much. Remember, MK677, going to give you better sleep, better hair, skin, and nails, more muscle growth because more growth hormone that's produced will increase your muscle gains. But remember, this isn't something that happens overnight. You have to take this for a long period of time. Anybody that's taking growth hormone knows that it just doesn't happen overnight. And you can stay on this for a long period of time. My suggestion and Tony's suggestion is always 4 to 5 days on, 2 to 3 days off per week, and then you can just keep running it. Pros, if you're looking to eat more food, it's going to increase your hunger. That's not even a question. So let's say you're skinny or you can't eat enough food to put on the muscle mass, this is going to do it. It's going, whenever I take it, I can only take one usually, 10 milligrams a day at night because I'll wake up in the middle of the night and start eating. So that's pretty much it, right, with the pros. I think we got them all. It increases IGF-1 too, right?
Yep.
And IGF-1 is essential for building muscle. So that's the pros on MK677. And we'll also do a video on the cons. Thanks for watching. Remember, use code Natty Plus. Whenever you see a video of me and Derek, we team up and we're called the Natty Plus team. Natty Plus will save you 10% on SwissChems.is or EnhancedLabs.com. And that's all we got for today, I believe. Right? Remember, the more you know, the better you get. Keep going at it, no matter how bad you're doing and no matter what's going on in your life. Just keep pushing forward and make sure you're doing the best you can. That's it. We'll probably cut that out.